What we're not doing anymore is people pleasing. Hello. Welcome back to my tea time. Shally here. Let's get into it. It starts at childhood. Trying to please your parents, trying to please your peers, trying to get outside validation. Feeling like if you do more for other people, you are a certain way, you act a certain way, then people will like you, then you'll make more friends, then people will be more happy with you. And then it trickles into your school life, your personal life, your friendships, your relationships. Was anybody else in the gifted program? Yeah, it was a lot. And being in the gifted program, what that really made me realize is from a young age, I used to equate things outside of me, metrics, certain grades and test scores, anything, I used to equate that to my value. So I'm like, okay, the smarter I am, the more projects I get involved with, the more I try in this, the more I put myself to do that, the more I do, the more praise I'll get, the more recognition I'll get. And that is a form of people pleasing. Then we become adults and then we start forming relationships and getting into jobs, and the people pleasing doesn't stop. If you've been people pleasing your whole life, it just gets worse. It's just a snowball effect as you get older, and then you find yourself dating people and being in friendships where you're doing so much more for them than they are for you, where you're changing so much of yourself and acting in a certain way just to please them. And that's not okay. That doesn't feel good, and you're eventually going to get burnt out from doing that. Just like an avalanche, it's eventually going to have to come to a stop. I didn't realize that I was a chronic people pleaser until I got older. And something that really triggered it for me and made me realize it was when I started creating content. When I first started creating content, I was on TikTok, and it was, a really easy platform to get into and just post short videos, whatnot. So I was just kind of posting whatever and seeing what stuck and posting about different things that I liked. And when you first start posting on social media, no one's really watching. So you're just like, yeah, post whatever I want. And one video that I posted about tea, because I obviously love tea, but a video that I posted making a tea went viral, like really went up. And I never experienced that before. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I need to keep doing this because this is what the people want to see. And so I'm not kidding. I made, I think, 2 videos every day for about 40 to 50 days, almost 2 months, making different types of tea recipes and making the aesthetically pleasing perfect video because it was hitting every single time. It was going viral every single time. And I was just seeing those numbers and just getting like literally high off the dopamine of going viral and getting likes. And I thought that's what the people wanted to see. I was getting all these followers, and these followers were only following me because they liked that type of video. Eventually, I didn't want to post that type of video anymore. Like, I love tea and I make really great tea recipes, but there's so many other things about me that I love, that I want to talk about, that I want to post about. And I felt like I couldn't do that because if I posted about other things that I was interested in, it wasn't gonna hit as much. It wasn't gonna go as viral. People weren't gonna like it. And so I just kept doing what I thought other people wanted to see me do. People pleasing. And then eventually I got to a point where I was like, screw this. This is insane. Like, why am I even caring? Why am I even doing this? I have so much more kind of content I want to create, things I want to talk about. Why am I only choosing to talk about the things that I think other people want to see? And then it clicked. And I was like, I've been doing this my whole life. Every aspect of my life. This is just another aspect of it. I eventually got burnt out from posting the same kind of content, and it started to stress me out, make me anxious, and just make me not even want to post content anymore. I'm like, that's crazy because I love this. I love creating videos. I love speaking. I love sharing information, my knowledge, my energy, whatnot. I literally love spreading the love and the positivity. So I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Why? This is crazy that this is making me so upset. So I eventually just stopped and I said, screw it. I don't care anymore. I'm going to start posting what I want to post. The algorithm. I don't care about it. It's on a computer in a different country, in a different state. It doesn't matter. The people that are going to see my videos, the people who are going to receive my content, receive my love, my positivity, the people who my videos are going to reach, it's going to reach the right people regardless. I don't have to worry about being a certain way because I think that this is what this type of person wants to see from me. And then I started to translate that into my real life. The people for me, the real people for me who are going to love me and want to be around me and cherish me are going to like me for me. I don't need to dress a certain way. I don't need to act a certain way. I don't need to do so many things for them. I just need to be myself. And when I'm myself, I will attract more people and more instances and more opportunities and more situations that are the best for me. That I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to show out. I don't have to perform. Oh my gosh, not performing for other people is so liberating. You could just be yourself and be fine. Oh, it's the best feeling ever. When I started realizing that I was chronically people pleasing in every area of my life, I kind of went into an isolation mode. I went into hermit mode because I needed to just focus on myself. I had spent decades, literally decades, people pleasing, trying so hard to be this type of person, so giving and so helpful towards people who are not returning that same energy back to me. So I needed to focus on myself. I needed to be by myself. And honestly, that was one of the best things I could do to help overcome my people pleasing tendencies. Because one, what it did was finally give me the time to just focus on myself and learn to trust myself and learn about who I am and what I like and how I like to be and what I even want out of relationships and friendships. And two, it really showed me who was really there for me, who my real friends were, who actually wanted to be in my life because of me and not just because of what I can do for them. So for real, it just weeded out all the people that I was trying so hard to please. And I'm so grateful for that. I finally took my power back. I called my energy back and it was mine. All my time was mine. So I decided who I spent my time with. I decided who I gave my energy to. I decided what was worth it. Because before, when you spread yourself so thin, you don't even realize it. You don't even realize how thin you're spreading yourself. And you can't really decipher who's really there for you and who's just using you. So when you pull back and you call your energy back and call your power back, you really start to see who's there for you. I'm not gonna lie, that time in my life where I pulled back and I was in hermit mode and I really didn't hang out with anybody because I was just trying to focus on myself was kind of scary. Because we were the type of person who's formed relationships and friendships based on your undeniable availability to people, your people-pleasing tendencies to make sure that they're happy and they're fulfilling the relationship. When you're not doing your end, when you're not putting in that type of effort, you think, okay, well, no one's gonna like me anymore. I'm not gonna have any friends anymore. But that is actually the opposite of what happens. It is such a liberating feeling to just live your life for yourself and to just be your authentic self and to be happy with who comes in your life and to be happy with who leaves. Because the people who leave from your life because you're being your true self and you're not overextending and doing so much just to keep that friendship, that relationship, the people who stick around with you just being you, those are the people you want around. You want the people around who aren't using you. You want the people around who give just as much energy and love and attention to you as you give back to them. And those are exactly the types of relationships and friendships and situations that you start to attract when you stop people pleasing. So if you find that you might be a people pleaser in some areas of your life, if not all areas of your life, realize that you're more than enough. Realize that you don't need to do so much just to have friends, just to be in relationships, just to get validation. You really don't have to do that. You can just be yourself. That's enough. And if there's one person in your life that you need to do the absolute most for, it's you. That's all I have for today. Just a word from a former people pleaser who overcame that, and I'm now living my best life, having the best friends, having the best relationships, just feeling amazing because I'm living life for me and attracting all the good and all the love to me for me. I hope you have a beautiful day, and as always, stay healthy, happy, and hydrated. Bye.